the main topic here is solidarity. And everybody addresses Germany and asks the question, why is Germany not sending troops down to the south of Afghanistan? Well, that's a difficult issue. It's a question that is already has been asked for 1 year or 1.5 years. The problem is that Germany has not prepared the German forces for an operation like that. There are deficits in capabilities, although I personally think that it would be possible to help our allies close gaps in the south, for instance, by providing helicopters to increase tactical mobility or to provide real-time reconnaissance, real-time intelligence, which is a very important issue because the situation is fluid. Taliban hit and run and they hide within the civilian population. So only with real-time reconnaissance you are in the position to track the enemy and avoid, by the way, collateral damage. So I think, as one of the major German newspapers wrote yesterday, we missed an opportunity, a real opportunity to help our allies. My personal opinion is that this is not an issue that has gone. We are not relieved from that burden. It will stay with us. It will be a topic in April in Bucharest on the later summit. And it will even be, if we don't react, I think we have to react, and at some point in time we will react because there is no other opportunity. But if we don't, it will even be a subject for the summit, the 50th anniversary summit next year. And that is something we would not wish to be confronted with. And that is something that would be very difficult for German interior policy. So what we need to do is prepare our forces to the best, close the gaps that we still have, and be prepared to help our allies to the best of our capabilities.
Do you see the danger or the risk that NATO might be split in a coalition of the willing and a coalition of the unwilling?
No, I don't think that is the case. Fourth generation has always been a problem within NATO, but the situation is different today. It is different because NATO is under pressure militarily in the south. And there are only a few nations, a handful of nations, that contribute to the fight against the Taliban in this troubled area. Of course, the Germans are fighting in the north, and the situation may worsen in the north. We don't know that. That is very likely. But for the moment, the music is playing in the south primarily.
Well, we are always talking about deficit with the soldiers or the armed forces. In my view, there are great deficits on the civilian side.
Yes.
If you look at the build-up of the indigenous armed forces or police forces, it is a mess.
Yeah, it is. We just, as you might know, I'm a member of the Strategic Advisory Group of the U.S. Atlantic Council. We just published a study which deals just with the civilian part. And it is true, you can lose a war militarily, but you can only win it on the civilian side. And there are indeed major deficits. Police training, failure. Drug problem solving, failure. Establishing a judicial system countrywide, failure. So there is limited success, very limited success as far as the disarmament program is concerned. The Japanese have been responsible, and there is limited, slowly but steadily growing success in training of the Afghanistan armed forces. But we are not there. They are not in the position to run the show.